not just anybody get involved. I'ma call on my crew, we gon' go and get it all. Big booty lady with me every time I'm at a show. Rich music only, homie, you can hear the quality. Nims beats on the beat, tell me what it is. He a prodigy.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another banging episode of Inext. You already know what time it is. We take it to the next level, and today is no different because in studio, Retweri, that King Nims. Listen, he's gonna blaze the studio up. He's a producer, he's a rapper, he's an all-rounder, so you know you wanna check this. Before that, make sure you subscribe, comment, click that notification bell on because you know you don't wanna miss anything that we're about to throw at you. Also, I would love to know in the comments, right, what you guys think of the previous episode. Give us some suggestions. Tell us who you'd like to see in studio. Tell us what we could improve on. Tell us maybe the conversations that you would like to hear as an up-and-coming artist. You could be a rapper, musician, an actress, whatever. As long as it's art, that's what we do right here. So for now, let's take it straight over to King Nims. Now, after that performance, I'm sure we can all agree, no, man. The boys Bachisa, the boys are onto something hot. So, like I said, in studio today, we have that King Nims, and we're going to be talking or chatting to him a bit more about his story, his journey in the industry, and it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. With that being said, that King Nims. Boy.
I'm not. I can't complain, you know.
I mean, what are you complaining about?
You know,
your bars are hard. Well, what's the problem? Yeah. So tell me, right? For me and anyone else at home that doesn't know, who is that King Nims?
Man, that King Nims in Tanaya Pokasi.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I grew up in the hood. Ferike Twalile ko Soweto.
Okay.
Central.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I moved to Jozi. And like I was living in Jozi, and then Katwalila ko Soweto. I don't know how that happened. I haven't asked my parents. How did that transition happen?
Oksala, it happened,
yeah.
and
But
yeah.
Most of my life I lived in Hillbrow.
Oh, okay.
A long time ago. Maybe I was like 2 years old and shit like that. So from there. The whole affair,
yeah,
maybe, and then Kafita go over 7 years, and then from there we moved to Nature.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nature's grade 2 because I was in Yovo Boys since we were living in Hillbrow. Hillbrow was still like, you know, there's cheesies and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's not what we know it to be today.
Today,
yeah,
you understand,
different.
Yeah. And then I moved to Naturina, and then I've been living here since. So from there, I had that thing, music. Like I had that creative mind. I was listening to my mom playing music. I was listening to my dad play music. Understand? And then that thing got into me. Like I wanted to be a creator and stuff like that. I want to be
100%.
I want to make the same sound these people are actually making. You understand? If I can bang the table and whatever, I'm making a sound.
You're creating something and you're expressing yourself through music or sound or whatever it may be at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. At what point, right? Yeah. Because you're saying you moved to Naturena and stuff, you've already had all those influences from where you've been and where you've come from. Yeah. But at what point do you realize, nah man, this music thing, it's a calling? Because one thing I think is that people don't take art and music as seriously as they should, right?
Yeah.
They think it's a hobby.
Yeah.
And whereas it's a purpose, bro, it's a calling. So at what point do you say, nah, dog, this is my thing. This is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. This is my purpose. This is my calling.
That's a good question. So from grade 2, Nachona Primary, now I had that mindset of music already.
Okay.
Understand? So grade 4, I start banging on tables, you know. When the teacher goes out, I'm banging. I'm banging the table and then
you're the vibe in the class.
The people are vibing today, you know. And then I came up with this other sound, like I was making a weird high-toned voice, like
like an auto-tune, young auto-tune before.
Like literally, I was saying. So everyone goes pizza tip. Grade 4. I'm talking about grade 4.
Okay.
So people pizza tipa. There's people who still call me tipa. You understand? Even their brothers, the brothers of the people they call me tipa to this day. Because of that sound. Niki creator. I break time Ravara netball court, netball court about netball. Una shapa di
Ora, uvaibete netball. The
know,
girls are
so-
here. We're not omo.
yeah, so that sound developed from that. It was like I wanted to create my own sound,
I
my own
love
type of
that.
sound and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's what motivated me, because I felt the people's presence at that
Yes.
moment. Wabo. In break times, in the class, when we talking about music and
People were
banging the
fucking with
tables,
what
people
you're
were like,
doing. So it was validating
You know,
everything that you were
yeah,
doing at the time.
yeah.
So would you say that your sound has evolved over time, or was it always hip hop? Like, how has your sound looked over time?
oh my gosh, my sound has looked like everything from Kwaito, Buma Willie, see,
Sure,
you understand,
influence whatever moves, yeah.
Those are the people I would listen to.
Okay.
And then there's this song, Ish Kilebala, Libitola artist, that thing, the ish, and it's not a good thing,
That's-
but the
No, not
king,
good, it's
king,
not a
king,
good
king.
thing. You know, it happens where you appreciate the art
Yeah.
more than the artist.
The
And it's not even
artist,
that you're
yeah,
overlooking the artist,
yeah.
but you're so submerged
That's
in the
true.
art, or you're taken by it and you focus on that. It happens to me.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of songs where I know the lyrics back to back, dog. But
Yeah.
ask me who the artist is, I never can
You
call
don't know
them.
that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So
Get
that's what inspired me. Like, they created the sound that's different, and I became a
Sure.
DJ at some point, and then
Okay.
I was playing all this type of music. Like I didn't have the privilege of having a PC at that time, but I was still a person that was
okay.
like, yo man, I need to get this sound. So I would tell my mom all the time, in fact, I'm a musician. So my dad is kind of like a nurse, doctor type of thing. So they always had that thing. So when I had that mindset, doctor. When people ask me, I wasn't confident in saying I want to be a musician, because not everyone would accommodate that space
Of course.
or that kind of lifestyle
Of
to
course.
their children.
And there's always that chat, you want to be an artist. There's never money in art.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you were having that chat just now to say, like, how do you not even convince, but okay, let me take it back and say, as an artist, you're lying. As an artist, you're lying if you say
Cap.
you're just in it for the purpose. 100% it matters so much. You need to know what you're in it for. But at the end of the day, you need to eat. You need to be in it for the money as well.
Yeah.
That's why you need to also understand the business aspect of things.
Yeah.
You need to be fully active in trying to make money out of your
Yeah.
craft, you know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, career, as much as a doctor,
Yeah.
you need to be trying to, okay,
Of the business side of
Yes.
things, you understand? Mina, I grew up into learning that.
Okay.
You understand? I went to Boston. I went to Boston
Okay.
to study, but
What
due
did you
to
study
tuition
for
fees,
Boston?
sound composition and production. You
Okay.
understand? So due to me not having enough funds to actually fulfill
Pursue, yeah.
those studies, I decided to take it upon myself to actually learn those things
love that
myself.
so
You understand?
much.
So I went to University of YouTube, and then
I mean, it's so
you
much.
understand?
Yeah.
And then I learned
fully.
tutorials, because
Yeah.
let me tell you something. In Boston, I learned about Reason. That's a software that they use to produce.
Yes,
There's a lot
I'm
of
familiar with
softwares,
Reason.
right?
Mm.
There's Logic,
Logic,
there's,
Reason.
yeah,
Yeah.
understand? So I decided to get into FL Studio, because I've seen like Bob Bryson Taylor. There's a lot of producers that actually use Fruity Loops to actually produce their
True.
music.
100%.
And then people are
Everybody's got
biased,
Fruity Loops.
people are biased as to which software you use to actually produce your music.
Mm.
People will say Logic Pro is the best one to use to master your songs and to record your songs, you understand? People will say FL Studio is the best software to use to produce your songs, you understand? So for me, it was kind of like, nah, if I can merge the two or merge whatever,
Use what words?
I can produce anything I want to produce, you understand? I use Reason for my instruments, I use FL Studio for my drums and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, so going back to the business side of things, you need to register your music. I've been registered since
Samro.
2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been registered since 2013. I've been taking this thing very serious in my life. I never go
100%.
chalemak. Yeah, man. You need to go to SAMRO. Besides going to SAMRO, you can get on their website and actually register as an artist on Sempro. You understand? But there's also other partners that actually help you with getting money if you're an artist, like Bukapas or Sampra. So all those websites, check them out, guys. Check them out on your Google. Just Google it. Google Sampra, Google Capasso, Sembro. Yeah, those platforms will help you actually monetize what you producing or what you're giving to the people. You understand? That way you're keeping track of all the music that you're actually producing. So I hope that answers your question. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, you know how you've taken it upon yourself to actually go find out this information, go do the back end of everything. There's obviously you can make music and you can chase your dream and whatever, but the back end of it is so important. And I feel like we have this notion, no man, we go into it naive as artists. We get fucked over, especially by the big record labels that sign us, and we don't know anything. You're not even going through your paperwork, dog. And the guys know what you want to cry, but you didn't do the sufficient research, and you didn't do what you needed to do to make sure that when you as an artist, you have a responsibility to make sure that everything on the back end is sorted.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Big teams, not just anybody get involved. I'ma call on my crew, we gon' go and get it all. Big booty lady with me every time I'm at a show. Rich music only, homie, you can hear the quality. Nims beats on the beat, tell me what it is. He a prodigy, not the government, not the politics. Money go missing, bank account in it. Reputation on the line, having fun with it. 9 to 5, but a homie, I just wanna ball. Ain't no big checks if you working for the boss. Mama told me, son, you better grow and be the boss. Grew up changing routes, wonder why I hit the wall. I'ma keep on making records for the ones that gon' listen. Life is very tough, like we always on a mission. Fishing for the biggest, nothing wrong with wishful thinking. I was so strong, most gon' say that I'm wicked. Piling up, money not enough. Work piling up, but the moolah ain't enough. Work piling up, money not enough. Work piling up, but the moolah ain't enough. Work piling up, money not enough. Work piling up, but the moolah ain't enough. Work piling up, money not enough. Work piling up.
So what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, I love how you actually took the time to invest in your craft, more than just making the craft, but making sure that you're, secured within your craft. Okay, so I know how you're multi-talented, to put it lightly. You've said that you're a DJ, you're a producer, you're a rapper. How do you balance it all? And let's start with this. Which one did you fall more into? Were you more of a producer or a rapper? How did it start out for you?
Okay. For me, it started off as being a DJ. You understand?
Yeah, you said
that. Going back, you remember I told you, Guti, I like banging the tables and stuff like that. Grade 4, I'm talking about grade 4. So that was what I wanted to do in my life. Create my own sound. Create sounds that people are going to listen to and be like, who created this beat? You understand? Stuff like that. So for me, it's more on the production side than any other side. Yes, the rapping is also production. I won't lie. Because you're also producing something. When you're writing music, you're producing something that no one else has done. You understand? So if you're writing your lyrics down, trust me, even if you give it to someone, the fact is you're the one that wrote that. So if you're giving it to someone else, you need to get your credit.
The same way,
you understand? So
it.
It needs to be envisioned in the same way in order for it to actually progress and actually bear fruit and stuff like that. So for me, it was production.
So you're saying production?
Yeah.
So take me into the process of when you're about to make a beat.
Yeah.
Put me in your mind. Put me in King Nims. That guy.
Okay.
Where,
So, okay. I open my FL Studio. Ne?
Okay.
FL Studio. What I start with, let me say I'm producing my piano since I'm versatile. What I start with is my shaker.
Okay. Okay.
So your
Kind of
beats per
setting the
minute.
timing
Yes.
of yes.
So
of
you
the
also
song.
choose your beats per minute. So my beats per minute
Sure.
is going to be 112 or 111 or 113, somewhere there.
You
so
range in that.
It's more like,
Okay.
mid instead of high or low.
Mm.
And then after that, after my shaker, I have the kick.
Okay.
You're already moving.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't even know the song.
You
but
understand? And then
I
from
get
there, you
you,
think
yeah.
about the melody. You think about the melody. Okay, how is my melody gonna go? Find something that's gonna match with the kick and the shaker. Get your hi hats.
Okay.
Figure your hi hats. Hi hats. You don't need to make it too drastic for amapiano. But when it's hip hop, obviously it's gonna be like. So it's 2 steps. You understand? It's
So at
two
this
steps.
point, creatively, right? You're just creating the sound. Concept
Yeah.
is out to
Hey.
You're creating the mood of
Yes,
it.
but
Get
that's
you.
already a concept.
I
Don't
get
forget
you.
that.
Okay,
Because
okay.
if there's no beat, then there's poetry.
Sure.
But if you want to make a song, you need the beat.
Yeah.
And when the beat is there,
Personally, that's how it
you're
works
gonna
as
flow.
well.
You're gonna flow with it. You're gonna flow with it. No matter what you write, I've noticed that. Sometimes I just, look at the newspaper and be like, engage with the artist, engage with what he's
that
saying.
validation from the crowd.
Like, sing along to what he's
Yes.
saying. You understand? And then that would be proof enough that we live in the same world. We experience the same things, even though they're not identically the same. But we go through a lot of things, all of us. You understand? So me seeing people, being happy because of the sound that they're getting and the inspiration that they're getting from the song would be, a blessing. I know, besides the money, obviously I want the money. Obviously,
we
I want
need
the
to
money,
live,
but
guys. We need to eat. But
the inspiration
the
behind
purpose
it,
behind it.
Yeah,
That was going to be
inspiration
my next
behind
my next question.
Question,
Sorry to
yeah.
be like, what is your purpose with the music? Taking
I answered.
into consideration your production and you as a rapper,
Yeah.
what is your ultimate purpose? What do you?
I wanna help emerging artists to actually get their
100%.
sound out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at some point I didn't get that privilege. But if I'm capable of actually helping other artists put their sound out there, but they need to be more engaging with what they're doing. They need to be more motivated about what they're doing.
You can't live out the dream for them. They have to. Yeah,
I feel like it's a purpose. People don't see it like that. They see it as if we're playing when we're making
That's my
music.
thing.
You understand? They feel as if he's just making music because he wants to make $1 million. Or, but it's something I love, something I grew up with. The sound inspired me in order for me to be like this. So for me to be a producer, I listened to a lot of music and I listened to the lyrics of the music, and the lyrics were telling me, hey bruh, be who you want to be, and be free about who you are, and don't let anyone intimidate you or tell you're wrong by doing what you're doing if you love it. That's the most important thing.
That's so beautiful.
So,
I love that.
From one of our audience,
Yeah, man.
they're asking what are the 1 or 2 major problems that you think artists face today and how you think we can solve them?
100%.
I feel like a lot of artists go into the fame thing instead of pushing their passion. Besides that, I feel like a lot of them are not privileged to have, the studio time or the music videos and all that stuff. So they tend to sign deals that they're not familiar with. So
Just for the blow up,
just cruise them over, you understand? And then they feel like maybe the record company is not being fair to them, but they didn't check the clauses and stuff like that, you understand? So what I'm gonna say is that don't rush into signing deals with anyone, even if you're struggling. Take your time, understand yourself, and then from there you can take it.
Sure. And that brings me to where now personally on your journey, what do you feel has been some sort of an obstacle or hindrance into achieving or while getting to the goalpost? Because we all have a goalpost as an artist, right? What has been in your way of getting to your goalpost quicker, if I can put it like that?
I've always thought that I need support for me to actually make it.
Okay.
But someone told me that people are gonna support you once you're there. You know, you need to show them something. You know,
You need
and
to
I don't
show
blame
up.
anyone. I
You
don't
need to
blame.
show
I don't blame
up.
anyone for not
Yeah.
supporting me. You understand? I'm saying that I know that when I make it, and I've been saying that I'll make it wherever I want to make it. I'm not going to tell you what that is, or how I'm going to make it. You understand? But when I make it, it's going to be a thing of. He actually said that. He actually said that.
And he showed up and he did
yes,
it.
you understand. So for me, I feel like don't depend on anyone else to help you progress in what you're doing. The people who will help you will come through. You understand? I'm here on Inext. You understand? That's already something that's showing that, you know, there are people that are actually watching you and actually pushing for people to actually progress in their lives. You understand? In a way that other people won't see or understand. So for me, it's that thing. Those obstacles for me, that was the obstacle for me actually. That was the obstacle for me. I always thought, Gucci, I need support. I need support. I need support. You're not supporting me. You're not supporting me. You're not supporting family. Not supporting me. You want me to be what? You want me to? You understand? But that's always gonna be in your life, and people are always gonna tell you how to live your life. But don't forget, Gucci, you the one that
At the end of the day, it's
at
your
the end of the day, you
dream.
make the decision.
And nobody's going to see it the same way that you see it. So it's your responsibility to make sure that it comes into full fruition.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. Here's my thing, right? Okay, do you believe in gatekeeping?
Gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Man,
Whatever. I want.
you know, gatekeeping. There are people who are gatekeeping.
Sure.
There are.
Yeah.
There are companies that are gatekeeping. You understand?
Okay.
But I feel like if you're doing your own thing, if you're funding your own stuff, who's gonna gatekeep? Who's gatekeeping?
True.
That means it's you who's
True.
gatekeeping.
Because
But be
in this
nice
day and
about
age-
it. You know what I'm saying? Be nice to the people that are actually helping you progress in whatever you're doing. Instead of being that boss, like, nah, I want you to change what you're saying, or how you're rapping, or who your producer is. I don't want that producer. I want this specific producer for you. And then now they're changing the whole concept of who you are.
Of who you are and
understand?
what you're trying to do.
That's something that artists also don't see when signing deals. You understand that they're gonna give you a producer, they're gonna give you a manager, they're gonna give you all those people that are gonna actually change your life.
Vision,
Exactly.
dog. Yeah.
So the vision is very important.
So I'm taking it you wouldn't get signed.
Nope. I ain't trying to
That
get
was easy.
signed.
That was too quick with it.
Nope. I'm just saying, guys. Don't hate
take
me
it
for that. You know, don't
personal.
take it personal. You know, what I'm saying?
The journey's
I'ma
not
push my
the
shit. I'ma
same.
push my shit. You know, forever. Die. You understand? And I'm gonna push other people until I die. But those people need to push themselves as well. So we're the same. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about signing people and oppressing people and telling people what to do. Because I feel like you are more free if you doing what you love. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's why all these people complain in their companies that I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, I'm here for it.
But it's that, you know. Yeah.
I hear you. So I feel quite like, we don't, taking from what you've said, we don't realize how many tools are available to us to kind of propel us into what we're doing. We don't need as much assistance from the game that we think that we need, right? And if we were to utilize those tools, like social media, for example, there are so many streaming and publishing platforms that can help us achieve our goal as independent.
artists.
I'm gonna keep saying Hare. Don't take it personal. It's a brain fog thing, right?
Yeah.
But getting back to what I was saying is that there are so many tools in the game that can help us as individual artists, right? To kind of propel our craft. And I feel like we're not utilizing them as much as we need to. We're not using them to. There's this whole thing of the underdog, right?
Yeah.
And with those tools, bro, we could blow up anytime.
Trust.
Things can change.
Trust.
Okay, this is a bad example, man. But Uncle Waffles,
Yeah.
for instance, she blew up overnight. You get me? And that's social media alone.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we took the time to really utilize what is
It's already
There.
there, bruh.
We could
It's
get
already
further
there,
than
bruh.
yeah, we can
You know what
get
I'm saying?
further than we imagine we could.
Yeah.
So I just want to get your perspective, right, on the underdog.
Yeah.
What do you think of the underdog? Is it an advantage? Is it a disadvantage?
Okay. I'll say for me it's an advantage.
100%.
Because
I resonate.
because you're doing stuff for yourself. Understand? I feel like it's a case of you need to be more engaged in the business side of pushing your music. You understand?
Sure.
Because if you're an underdog, no one is gonna sign you. Or no one is looking to sign you. Or you're not gonna get gigs. Or you're not gonna get promo. You understand? So those things are things that you need to look into as an underdog. You know, promoting your music, marketing, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, there's ads.
But let's not like
There's
it get
ads.
costly. So
I
how do
know,
we
I know.
overlook that? Yo, guys, I want to do this art thing, I want to do the music thing, but my pockets are not deep enough to sustain
Get people
me.
to engage in your stuff. Go
Sure.
into the hood, you know.
Sure.
Go into the hood. Play your music everywhere you go. Just chill by the tavern outside with the car or whatever car. If you don't have a car, I don't know. Find a speaker, nyana, you know.
Rent a car.
Go play your sound for these people. I'm telling you, go play your sound for these people. These people, if they don't like it, they don't like it. If they like it, they're gonna talk to you. They're gonna engage with you and be like, "Who are you? How are you? What is going on? How can I find your music?" You understand?
Sure.
Because I've released a CD back then. You know, I think it was 2016. The Drive. We called it The Drive. Yeah, it was my first EP actually.
Is it?
So
Tell me more about that.
I was selling that CD for like $60.
You lie.
Trust me.
And how many copies did you sell?
All of them. Maybe 90 because I had the others on the side, you know. So
how many did you make?
90.
I made 100.
I made 100 and
You
then
sold
I stopped.
majority. That's
Honestly
dope. That's dope.
I stopped because you know, whatever, man, when you're growing up, you get exposed to some other things and you're managing yourself at the same time. So you don't see, you know, there's problems that come up in the family and stuff. So you're spending that money. Yeah, so you're spending that money in order to help the family instead of reproducing the CDs that you actually selling. 100%. So it was crazy. The profit was over 100%, over 100%. You understand? So for me, that's also something that motivated me with
it's possible.
And going back to the thing, how do you actually generate that income? And you understand?
So do you believe in chasing your craft or chasing your dream, but also having a side hustle or having a 9 to 5? Do you believe in 9 to 5?
Yeah, because I was working before I released my CD, I was working. I decided I need to get a job in
what industry?
Retail, Mr. Price, Baba, Mr.
Retail
Price.
is our savior.
Culture Center.
Shut up.
You spread your information. That's how you spread yourself as a brand.
100%.
Talk to everyone. Talk to the people that you're working with. This is what I'm pushing. This is who I am.
And also, don't get comfortable in the thing you're putting your whole and you lose.
And then you will be in debt next thing 50 years. So many provident fund. Provident fund is million banking. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not about the money, guys. It's about the passion. You know?
It's about the money. We're trying to eat. Artists, we're trying to eat. Let's change the narrative. We need to make money. We need to be, you understand, with the high rollers. The same way the entrepreneurs and the CEOs and people in different industries are making money, we need to be making money in what we're doing as well. We're putting so much time and effort and, do you understand, into what we're doing, into our craft, that we need to be remunerated.
Yeah.
We need to be remunerated in what we're doing. We need to make big bucks. We need to. So let's leave this whole thing. An artist must struggle. I hate that so much. Like there's that whole concept. So there's this. Okay, to backtrack a bit. Side note. There's this. He's a thought leader. His name is 19 Keys, and I was listening to him, and he was talking about how as Black people, we are so quick to identify with the struggle and to romanticize and, you know,
So it
the
becomes a
struggle.
norm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'll say, nah, Mina, I'm so great. I come from slavery. You know,
Mm.
I'm a daughter of slaves. Nah, bruh. In the time of slaves, we were also kings and queens, and we were
Exactly.
mathematicians and philosophers. So resonate with that as
Mm.
well. Like own your power and be like, yee me.
Yeah.
So taking it back to music, we always have this humility with it, right? Especially as underrated, I'd like to say, or not as prolific as other artists
Yeah.
or most artists, right? We have this thing in which I need to downplay it. I need to be humble.
Yeah.
I need to,
Yeah.
you know, nah, I'm a king, I'm here. You need to own that
Yeah.
shit.
It's like
And
that.
also within owning it, I feel like it brings more respect to your craft, man. It
craft,
brings
yeah.
respect to who you are as
Yeah.
an individual, as an
Yeah.
artist. So I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you think about downplaying it? Let's just summarize
Man.
it to downplaying it.
Man, I feel like, you know, pushing your craft is what's more important, you know. Pushing who you are is what's more important. You understand?
Okay.
Because Mina, I won't lie to you. Ne? Mina Ekasi, most of the people know me. Most of the people know me. Mina, I can walk in the hood at night, you know. I know I'm gonna bump into someone I know. Because you know, because I've been pushing this music thing a long time, you understand?
Yes.
So it's kind of like push what you envision and tell people about it. That's the only way you're gonna have an impact in society and in
but
what
also
you're doing.
don't romanticize struggle, guys.
No,
There's no reason. There's this no
Angithi nathi siyachisa.
cheers, fully. Like there's this thing
Guys, no.
I'm an artist, you know, artist struggle.
Nah,
no, fucking own your shit and
Yeah, you
work
struggle,
for your
but
shit
you
to make
must
sure
make
that you're
it.
not a struggling
Yeah.
artist. Let's
Yeah,
kill
let's
that
push.
notion. As soon as I'm a struggling artist, we want
let's push.
thriving
Let's
artists.
push, guys.
Yeah,
It's not about the
fully.
money.
At
Don't
all.
think ukuthi magathi striving or it's all about I can't find resources. I can't.
Yes.
You understand? Find the resources. Find people who are actually going to help you push.
Yes.
You understand? That's
even within
the most important thing.
Yeah.
Energy you want to be around you.
We sidetracked for like a second there,
I'm
but
sorry about it.
back to what I wanted to ask you was, if you were industry god for a day, what would you change about the game? And this is from the perspective of both producer and artist. What would you change about the game?
Man, I'd be like, let's put all the artists on. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's biased. It's more of who's getting the most likes, who's getting the most,
who's more marketable.
Engagement. Yeah, who's getting more. You understand?
Yeah.
And at the same time, the people who are getting more friction are the ones that they are putting money behind.
Ish.
You understand? So it's more of a thing. Let's split this money. You know, put it into all the artists equally instead of being like, nah, this one we're gonna give 1 million. This one we're gonna give 100,000. This one we're gonna give 15,000 to sleep in the back room. We don't care about him. He must do whatever, but we signed him. Oksalayo, whatever music is making money off, we're gonna get that money. You understand?
Yeah,
so I feel like I would change that whole narrative of how artists must be pushed and stuff like that. Yeah.
No girl taller.
It's more about empowerment.
I get you. There's a question.
What inspires you?
Damn. What inspires me? I don't know how to explain how I feel. My inspiration is not anything that is worldly or it's just the energy that I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an energy. It's not necessarily money.
So it varies.
Yeah.
So it's depending on who you're working with, if I can put it.
And it's more of I was inspired by the sound itself. So it's more like my inspiration is frequencies and vibration.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's where my inspiration is. I can't say there's this artist that inspires me and there's my inspiration came from the vibrations of the universe, the vibrations of the world.
So much.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my inspiration.
No, I love that. King Nims, I'm curious to talk. Like, what are your dream collaborations? And I want you to give me one of each: production side and as an artist? So as a producer and as an artist, who would you love to work with?
Producer-wise, 40 Shabib.
Oh,
Shabib,
okay. I didn't see that one coming. Okay.
Okay, man. Metro Booming.
Metro
Because I feel like
Booming
I've
on that
listened
shit.
to so much of their beats.
Yeah.
And they inspired me. I don't know who produced for Mawili's. Mawili's produced. You inspire me also, so I'd like to collaborate with you. But
Shout out.
probably, I don't know where you at. But highlight me.
It's like now, one thing
Long
about
talk,
the universe, everything comes into alignment. It always comes full circle.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's gonna happen for you.
Yeah.
And one last thing, right? I just want to wrap this up and say, and this is a question that I want to ask every artist that comes here, because I know that it's going to be personal for everyone that comes here. We don't all have the same perspective. I was going to say purpose as well, but we definitely don't have the same perspective. The question is, what do you think is the recipe to being next?
Man, persistence.
Yeah.
Consistency. You know, the
100%.
passion. You must have the passion for it. You know?
Yeah.
You must have the drive for it. You must be like, it's your life. You know, when you wake up, you're thinking music. Don't come in cap here and be like, I'm a rapper, but you don't know shit.
We can
about
see through the
rapping
cap.
and
If you
anything
think
like that.
we can see
Or
through it.
you a producer, but you capping, dog. You just chasing the money and you new school and shit. If you've been pushing it from back then you know what I'm saying, man. Yeah, man. But I'd say consistency is the most important thing.
Love it.
Yeah.
And are you working on anything right now? Is there anything that we need to watch out for?
Hey, man, I'm working on a lot. You know, I'm working on broadcasting as well. You know, making music for films and dramas and stuff.
That's
but
so
in
dope.
Mzansi,
Yes.
I'm still trying to push overseas because I'm signed up with an account that actually helps me get placements from overseas.
Is it? Okay.
So I'm looking into integrating my sound into what they need and stuff like that, you know. So that's also something I'm pushing. But music-wise, you know, I'm gonna be pushing with Smiley. I'm gonna be pushing with ASAP.
Shout out Smiley.
You know, I'm gonna be pushing with Abu Attila. You know, there's a lot of artists that I'm actually pushing with. But that's something that's in the pipelines. And I'm also looking for Amapiano artists. You know, especially vocalists. You know, people who sing. Especially, you know. But yeah, that's
so you're not one of those hip hop artists that feel like, no, I need to stick to hip hop. You know, I'm not tapping into that. I'm a piano screaming. You're broad with it. You're open-minded. Yeah. I love that.
So whatever we work on and we actually project, then we're gonna push that project. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whatever resonates as art. At the end of the day, it's all art.
Danko.
And with that being said, it's been an amazing episode. Thank you so much for coming.
Too nice.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. Follow the boy on social media. Do you want to share your socials?
That King underscore Nims. Hey, you're gonna get that wrong. That King underscore Nims on all platforms. Buffet. I'm also on LinkedIn as that King Nims.
I think we'll put it down here as well.
Yeah.
Just so to,
and you know, I have a link tree on my Instagram, so you can go check it out if you wanna download my beats, buy my beats, you know, support the boy. You know, on Facebook, you can always support the boy, you know, by putting in stars, you know what I'm saying? Let's go monetize that shit. And then I'm gonna get that chicka, you know, even though it's not that much, you know, that 20 bucks means something.
Every little bit counts.
Means something because I mean, like, we're working for free, you understand what I'm saying?
100%.
So please, guys, let's support each other. Let's support all the people. Inext, Buffet too. Let's support that. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe, you know, go check it out. You know, we out here.
Love it. So guys, you heard it from the king himself. He said that King Nims. And then one of the boy the boy watches. You already saw in today's episode that he's one to watch out for yourself. You saw the boy in motion, the boy the boy watches, and I think that we can all agree. So please do follow him on social media platforms. Keep your ears and your eyes out for the boy because he's definitely one to watch out for. He's definitely next. Because this is Inext. We only resonate with the best in the industry, baby, or the best coming into the industry. Whatever you want it to be, that's what it is. We resonate with the best. That's what I'm trying to say. For us, follow us on all social media platforms. All links are going to be in the description box. like, comment, share, subscribe, do everything that you need to do to make sure that you are in alignment with the movement. For now, I think it's a wrap. Rukatile, my boy. It's been beautiful. It's been real. From me, Pre, it's a sign out. Bye.
Yeah. Shoot. Ay. Hey. Yeah. Niggas can't trust. Bona bahlat. Babamba ras. Babamba nyat. Yanom bangkal. Wow watat. Bona wanghlaz. Pulling kasas. Riding the bus. On the way to my hustle. You people are fussy. This shit don't mean nothing. I'm getting the money. When I win done. It fell out pop. And you doing nothing. I am fit. I don't talk about fana. My name is fit. I don't talk about I'm fit. We doing this. Yeah. It's Smiley, baby. Boy. Uskanshebu jahile on alafat. I'm in tip-top condition, who bear fast. If I lose it, I wing it, get hug a touch. Give you headaches that feel like a babalas. I might tackle some issues, get jala raf. Couldn't pay me enough to give any fucks. Ubabona bampona, by chafa fast. Cause get blind, I'm something like Baba Vas. Got the Dutch, get fuss, a huff and puff. And blow your shit up if it's so benign. Man, I'm shining like this little light of mine. But the dark is what gave me a brighter mind. I'm deserving of everything I couldn't get when I started this shit at the Nilla crib. We had everyone sleep with no sedative. And I guess it's what made me so negligent. We had Obi and Ghost in the cut and they posted me up to perform and I never did. But I'd hustle like I had like 7 kids and eventually told them I got a gig. I had all of my niggas ecstatic. They knew this immaculate rapping would cause an imbalance. Got on, wasn't a challenge. I mean, if you heard the kid rapping, it's facts, it ain't bragging. Look, ma, I did it again. I guess at this point in my thing, I get an unbody like this is my hobby. Man, kata ngitete lumzim. Limpahla sithenge lokshin, kusathandwa kitchen, kungena pinif. I-2-piece ngeyona chicken isiqabula mama kushele lulwimi. Hayibo. Bye.